Hello everyone, welcome to ITPK. Today we will learn the step-by-step process of sharing a folder with advanced NTFS permission from a Windows server. Computers are networked together so that they can share data or resources. In other words, you are sharing a folder from one computer so that users on the same work and on the other computer can access the same folder and can access the resources of same folder. If you want a file sharing option on your network, you need to share that file from a computer, from a server, or from a file share server. A common way to deploy a file share to share a resources, we can use Windows File Share System. And only network connected users will be able to access that share folder resource. At the setup time, the administrator must assign the specific permission for sharing access and must secure the network with proper security practices. There are several methods to share a folder from Windows Server. For example, we could share a folder by using a file explorer, and also we could use command prompt or PowerShell to share a folder on the network. In this video, we will use Server Manager to share a folder. Now we are on Windows Server with a global administrator account. And let's say we want to share a folder for specific organizational unit. So let's go to Active Directory, Users and Computers, where we create a specific organizational unit, or we will use already created organizational unit, that is IT service. So we are going to create and share folder for our organizational unit IT service. I'm not going to show you the way of creating organizational unit. That is simple. You could create that, or you could go to my previous videos to check that. So yeah, we will share a folder for IT service organizational unit so that the users and group of IT service will get access to that share folder we will share right now. In your server manager, go to File and Storage Services, and in File and Storage Services, please go to Shares. Since this is a domain controller, we have already two share folder that are netlogon and syswall. So let's create a share folder for IT service. I'm going to do that in C drive. Uh, yes, new folder, you can say IT stuff. Let's go back to server manager. I want to get this folder here in the list. Got it. I got the IT stuff folder here in the list. That's perfect. Here, click on task and go to new folder. This will launch the widget of sharing a new folder. Now select SMB share quick file and click next. Here, choose the volume where you want to create a share folder, or from where, if you already have a share folder, you can type the custom path and you can add that folder. So if you have seen, I have created this IT stuff share folder and I want to share this folder, and I have taken this folder here in the custom path. You could also select by the volume on the above option. That is also simple. Here we have remote path to share folder, local path to share folder, and a share name. That is fine. Let's go to next. On the configure share setting, you can select option enable access based enumeration, allow caching of sharing, or encrypt data access as you required or as required by your organization. In my case, I am going to choose enable access based enumeration as well, because this will only show the files and folder according to the assigned permission to the users. If the users will not have minimal read-only permission to the folder, then this will hide the folder from the users. So let's go ahead and click next. Before going to next, let me define to encrypt data access. Encrypt data access options significantly affect the encryption of data, and performance of sharing file to and from the share folder. Now let's go ahead and click next. By default, the share permission is set to everyone with full control. So click on customize permission to edit the default NTFS permissions. The folder will inherit the NTFS permission from the parent folder. First thing I'm going to do here is I want to disable inheritance. In order to ensure that desired user could access the required folder, click on Convert Inherited Permission to Explicit Permission option. Remove both users entry from the permission. Let me remove the first one and the second one. By default, all the users are of the Active Directory are the member of users group. That's why we have removed both users entry because we want to give access to IT service only. Now click on Add to give the permission to required group only. Select a principal, go to a principal. Now here you can check the name of the group that you want to give access. Let's go to Active Directory and here let me create a group IT service also. Okay, let's go ahead and find this group. That's perfect. Click OK. Now you could choose the permission type you want to give this group, and by default read and execute list folder content and read permission is given. So I want to give full control to this group. We have assigned IT service group permission to this folder, subfolder and file with a full control and hit OK. IT service group have full control. You could add users, you could add groups there, but better to add a group and add IT user later on into IT service group. Now click apply and then click OK and click next. In the setup wizard, you can review all of the setting of the share folder and department and a path. And once you are okay with everything, you can click create. Now we have created a SMB share and set SMB permissions as well. Now click close and the share was successfully created. Let's go ahead and refresh Windows Server and we could see IT stuff folder is shared folder as an SMB on the server. Now users who are the member of IT service group, they will be able to access the file shares on this folder or any other resources shared on this folder and subfolder. Now once the user of IT service group will try to access the share folder by entering the server name and path share folder. They will be able to access that specific share folder which is shared from a server. Right, this is the format. You can see path to share folder. You can enter a server name and then path to share folder. Path to share folder, you can get it by going to a share folder and then by going to properties. In the property section, you will go to share and you will get this path, right? That's all about this video, that how to set up a share folder from Windows Server with an advanced NTFS permissions. Thanks for watching, keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more simple and to the point stuff. Take care, bye.